Welcome back to the next installment of Panzer Campaigns, Tunisia 43. I've been looking forward to this. I have been working on shrubberies all weekend long, and it is now time to run my turn and play. So let's see what we do. I sped up the AI here, so there's no sound. Here they go in with artillery, shelling my headquarters, 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 headquarters. So Poland 39 came out, and that means that 4 point, what is it, 05.2 is now out, and wireless intercept is now an optional rule, and it's all by default. I don't mind saying that I don't really like that mechanic. I don't think it adds a lot to the game except for frustration. And we're fighting. They're shelling my HQs, disrupting some of them. They're getting some hits in. Yeah, another disruption on my HQ. Again, shelling my already broken headquarters unit, which I think might be better because if they're annihilated, I think it respawns at some point. Okay, here we're up at the Red Bull. I think that unit of paratroopers is stuck in travel mode. Oh, they're pushing up with the 10th Panzer. That's good for me. I like that because I had purposely wanted to get them into a better position there. They've got tanks across the street from the Highlanders. I think we knew about that already. Has been a little bit since I've played. They're bringing up the 88s. Here they come with the flank attack on with the Tigers. We're in good shape right here. This is exactly how I thought it was going to go. Now, whether or not that plays out good, we'll find out. But certainly that's what I was hoping for. I wanted to redraw that line and kind of draw them into the fight rather than engage them on their own position. Okay, more artillery. The French Corps is engaged. I've been reading An Army at Dawn by Rick Atkinson, which I believe is like I don't know if it's like the most accurate book, but it's a wonderful read. It reads like fiction, but it talks all about this part of the war, and I haven't made it to, April of 1943. I'm in January of 1943, so it's like, spoiler alert, the Allies won. First British infantry is fighting. This is my, I forget my unit designations. That's going to be, this is the Moroccans. Which one is this? Is the 78th Infantry. They're in a tough spot. And 4th Infantry Mixed Division. This is the 7th Armored, and their sister division, the 6th Armored. And the Moroccans are fighting. Stuff is popping off. I do kind of like it on the sped up because it does take quite a long time and I can still register. I think I've trained my eyes to like catch where the explosion goes so I can see everything that happens all the time. Occasionally I'll lose track of what's occurring during the enemy turn. Right now they're just hitting me with artillery like it's the Armageddon. Now the shooting begins. Alright, so we're having some direct fire. Got a good position on that bunker. The Highlanders. It is a legitimate strategy to try to annihilate your opponent's headquarters. And I don't begrudge him attempting that. It's just the wireless intercept. Once that rule is done, I won't mind the AI plowing through and doing that because it's effective a lot of times. It can really slow a large contingent down. So right now we're just doing direct fire all over the map. The 1st British Infantry, oh, they assaulted us. Nice move. Another assault coming in. Failed. Awesome. And Okay, I'm punishing them for this. They knocked out one of my engineers. They disrupted one of my engineers. So I think I put 2 engineers on that hex just for that reason, though. If past me was clever, I did that on purpose. We'll find out shortly. Highlanders are engaged. They've got this bunker with this engineer unit. We're gonna bust right through this roadblock with the Indian division. These guys don't stand a chance. Those tanks, though, but I've got AT guns for them. More from the Indian brigade over here supporting the Moroccans. 6 armored is engaged. They're trying to kill me with their tank destroyer. They're getting some hits. You take a lot. I'm noticing as I play and gain experience with the game that tank units tend to take really high fatigue. Their fatigue stacks up pretty quickly. I don't know if that's true, like in all the Panzer campaign games. They can vary quite a bit in terms of like the kind of nuances of how they play. So in any case, they do in this scenario. I've got a couple of tank units that are already like haven't been engaged that much, but are already at medium fatigue, which I always try to keep my guys below medium. All right, so they have so much AA over there. And again, is the 1st British Infantry and the Moroccans and the 78th Infantry Division. This place, Longstop Hill, is I was just reading about that. There was a really gnarly battle there, and the Axis forces basically kicked the Allies off of that hill, and the Allies, like, they never really got it back, I guess, up until they pushed through for the final time. But it took months. Free French are engaged, and that's a turn. So let me grab my screenshot, and we'll do a comparison of my command report. I find that this is a very useful mechanism. I don't know how useful it is. I think I don't know quite enough. I don't have like the sense to understand. I don't know, like, am I doing good on supply? Am I not doing good on supply? I don't super duper pay enough attention to supply hexes, which is something I really ought to pay more attention to, or like the supply value in a hex. Anywho, so getting some mines. Where's this? All right. Okay, cleared some mines, and yes, I was smart, and I did put a second mine clearing engineer over here so that I can push through with the 1st British Armored, yeah. And let's see, so some of the Moroccans are isolated, that's not great. They have enough trouble as is, but I can swing this recon unit around, so I think I should be all right there. So 8 out of 68 units out of command in comparison to 8. 13 units this turn are unavailable, 13 artillery unavailable compared to 6. 29 units low on ammo compared to 20, and I've got 21 units undisrupted compared to 13 units, so that's interesting. 8 units set up compared to 8. 5 units low on fuel. I forget how you go from. I thought you had to be on another midnight turn to go from low fuel to regular fuel. That's great though. And 33 units recovered fatigue versus 28 last turn. And I've got 11 units recovered losses. That's pretty good. Okay, so look at the jump map, and I do like to. I kind of vacillate in terms of when exactly I want to fire my artillery. I like to hold some artillery in reserve. Okay, so these guys are quite caught out, and I could stand to shell them. Let me save my game too. I always save on a new turn. That's one. I like to keep that 0 save as like this is literally nothing has happened so far. Okay, artillery. Let's go. What am I shooting at? This guy. Honestly. So this is a good opportunity to take a look at when you might want to reserve some of your artillery. So here I have I have 3 units capable of assaulting. What I'm trying to do is get this guy disrupted. Let me set my speed back. Okay. Default, yes. So yeah, if we can get these, the second battalion or company or whatever it is disrupted, then I will assault and it will be glorious. We did it. So we're going to assault from 3 directions. That's company sized from the northwest. And actually, I kind of feel like maybe I should remove him. Let's see here. So I think that I should remove him because I want to maintain this high ground. I think that that is wise. So I'm going to cancel the current assault. I did take a hit for that. That's one thing that is kind of interesting mechanic in this game. Technically, I think that you could just set up assaults and take the defensive fire and cancel the assault and then repeat that cycle infinitely. And it's kind of an exploit, but like nobody would ever do that because you would just die. Like it would just kill that unit that you were doing it to. I guess if you were, I don't know, playing multiplayer, you could use it as like a griefing method. Anyways, don't do that. That would be stupid. What I am going to do though is shoot these guys up. They will not be able to retreat, so everybody's going to take a shot. Actually, I'm not going to do that. First, I think that this will not annihilate this unit, and that's just fine. First, I don't think that this assault is going to annihilate this unit here, and second, if I fire in advance, I run the risk of getting disrupted, or I run additional risk of getting disrupted. So, let's go ahead with the assault. Yeah, that was good. 1 man for 39 men. We did take a little bit of fatigue. That's all right. We got to wear these guys out. We have to do as much damage to the Axis as we possibly can. So we're going to rip it up. I am kind of thinking that this assault is not worth carrying out in its current state, though. What I would probably rather do for right now... Or I said assault, I meant this attack, like along this, to this trench line, because just having this battalion stand here and trade shots with this without trying to flank them or anything, it's kind of, it doesn't seem great. And neither of these are hard. I do have an AT gun, so I'll just pop this up on the hill. Can't. I'll have to wait to do that. I'll put this command unit behind the hill, and I'll put this battalion up here, and then technically he could come out. So let me do like this. And the next turn, this AT gun will go up on this hill, and they'll hold this position here while we deal with the rest of this battalion, because that's the better get right now, and we don't have enough men to otherwise assault this trench line. Or I say assault, I mean attack. So these units are low on ammo. This battalion is disrupted. Oh, I also wanted to fire my... What's my range on this? Okay. Well, come here. Let's shell these guys some more. Actually, let's start shelling some village. Ew. I don't have any engineers over here, so I can't do anything about this minefield. And I really don't have any engineers over here, so I really can't do anything about this minefield. Try and get a disruption on these guys. Probably won't work. Okay, so next up, this guy is out of position. I'll move him. as I go through my... Oh man, am I stuck? I can't be that stuck, can I? No. No, okay, good. So we'll move him we'll move him the way that he needs to go, but yeah, that is kind of annoying. Back to the artillery though. So this is my artillery. He's not going to be available right now. I won't worry about that right this second. Just remind me to fire my artillery before I hit end turn. I don't know why these guys won't move out of travel mode. So this is my field artillery, my core field artillery. Let's check their range. I think now would be a good time to move them up. There's not a lot of current resistance. I remember that there's something going on up here. Hang on a second. Bringing up my screen marking software. And I also forgot to look at my action items, so I'm going to do that as well before I proceed with any more of the artillery. I'm happy to play this game right now. Okay, reconstitute. That's 34th, so that's the Red Bull. That's happening. G2 135. Where's E2 135? Here. Yeah. So, yeah, can't quite make it yet. Maybe we can. No. Don't rush it. I've got time. This is just a company strength unit. I'm not hurting, so we'll go ahead and move. So, reconstitute. Oh, yeah. We leave this outstanding, but basically it was a reminder to put this company back into the battalion. 134-39. There's a bunker. So let's look at what I'm doing there. I always forget what is the map coordinates. Nope. I need to find here. Oh, interesting. I really should use more of these highlight capabilities. They've got good ones. The road stacking, and which one is that? Low ammo. Well, actually, sorry, I'm getting distracted. Let me get back to my action items. Info. I need to get to local supply, hex by coordinate. Okay, so 134-39 is a bunker. I am currently working on that. Again, my alt, comma, 14752. This area contains a tank destroyer. I don't currently see one, but I'll just note that on the boundary between 34 and 1st Division, there's a tank destroyer somewhere over here. Somewhere in this vicinity. Okay, and 148.50. Oops. 148.50. There's a recon unit that's been digging in. Oh, okay. Well, we kicked them out, and there's no improved position here. Great. And one more. I have 171, 115. I have a... What does it say? Entrenched enemy, engage with Scots Guard. Ah, good. So we're handling that too. There's the Scots Guard. Perfect. So none of these action items are actually resolved, but they're all being worked on. Back to the artillery. Here's this artillery. Right, I wanted to move this unit up. And maybe... Okay. I can put you here. Shoot him. Okay. That's fine. Well, I'll show you another trick. If you press Control S to reserve movement points, I believe that this will allow me to fire. Yep. So I should have done that for this unit. I would have been able to fire. And since I can't, I'm going to move him up further. It's a little risky. I feel okay with it. And next up, I have my... this guy does not need to move. And... okay, let me check something out here, because I think that I'm under threat from this rail line. I'm almost certain that I am. I've got so much recon units over here right now. I'm just gonna hit one of the recon abilities. And then again, I don't see anything over here. I'm just gonna push up this rail a little bit. Still don't see anything. Okay. Let's move him back. No violation of road stacking limit here. Well, alright, let's get to it. All this is because I don't have anything to do with my artillery right now except for shell an anti-air unit, which I really... oh no, he can get over here too, but since I'm doing this unit, let me go ahead and finish what I'm doing. I found a target for my artillery. Now we're gonna set up shop in these in this forest. Maybe I don't know what the plan was with all these guys. Oh, I kind of do. Yeah, actually I do. All right. So the core units are gonna go up here, and they're gonna support this assault on Green Hill and Jeffna. Could stand more recon up here, definitely. They should be able to make it through. This is what? Broken? Can you traverse broken? Actually, let me use my handy dandy cheat sheet over here. Broken is here, and it is traversable. It's the rough, I think, that's the real, that some stuff just can't get on. Without being on foot. Okay, back to my artillery. Let's keep pushing there. I do feel like I'm getting a lot done, but I am cognizant of the time. Isolated, so we'll hit you. You're isolated. Hopefully we can get you to a disrupted status. We cannot. Here is some of my artillery from 1st Division. Crap. They're part of the 18th. Where's the 18th? Come on. You can't see this? Come on. Should be able to. No, can't spot that. I think. Let's see. I think my recon could. But my recon can't get there. That might work. It did not work. I'm going to move this artillery piece. Oh, I didn't need to move him into travel mode, did I? Crap. Okay. Well, let's go ahead. And we'll just put you like that. That sounds good. Okay. Next up, I've got lots of artillery over here. And I really want to shell the heck out of these guys and disrupt all of them. I don't know if it's the right move. Yeah, it is. Because what keeps happening is because there's so many of these AA guns. Every time my infantry fires, they get plowed under by all this AA. So let me hit the big guns first. Let's get in here and mix it up with some artillery. back over to the 1st British Infantry. They've got a field gun over here. This road is not looking very well defended. Oh, good. Perfect. Got the disruption in 1 hit. What do we have over here? Disrupted already. I can disrupt you. Got my artillery all in a row. This is looking good over here. Okay. And more shelling of these 88s. Just hit them with everything we have, man. Try to disrupt as much as I can. Alright, we knocked out that unit. We keep firing. Whatever, they just keep piling in all this AAA, and so I'm like, what do you want me to do about it? It's not... I mean, it's just funny, there's so much of it, it's like hard to deal with it with just infantry. What else am I going to shoot at anyways? Bunkers. Alright, that's taking a while, but that is happening. Okay. These guys are already... Okay, already disrupted. My target is going to be this trench over here because they're undisrupted. And we'll be moving on that position pretty soon. So keep up the fire over here. See if we can get a disruption. Oh, got better range on this unit. This over here is kind of threatening my flank, so I'm going to take care of that. You know what? I want to have more of their guns. Because their guns are over here just raking my tanks. So let's just keep up fire on the guns. These are in an improved position. These are not. They're in open ground, so we'll hit them some. Spread the love around. Alright, where are we at? Moroccans. Sure, hit their mortars. No effect. No effect. Moroccans are bad at everything. Oh, sorry, this isn't a generalization about Moroccans, but like the Moroccan division in this game, they're bad at everything except assaulting. Which is like, I guess not the worst, but at least they're here. So disrupted, disrupted. Right here, I'll just want to kill. I do wish I could hit this AA right here with this artillery. What unit is this? I'm going to move this up. I'm debating about whether or not I want to put it into travel mode. Just forget about it. Just fire. Okay. And hit their heavy artillery, maybe? No, they've got this infantry over here. That's going to start causing problems. I should probably move this artillery too, shouldn't I? Okay. Start moving that artillery up. And the same over here. I'm just going to go straight in with him. Get these guys moving up closer. Oops, wrong key press. Royal Horse Artillery. Not a horse. Okay, hit there. Oh, yes. This unit here. Okay. This is my 25-pounder. So keep at it with this artillery, or this infantry. Keep welling on them. Let's see what we can maybe do. Okay, I've got the Highlanders are up. And I think I'm going to start, well, hang on. Target hexes. Oh yeah, I forget that that is a thing. You can head over here. Alright, so the range is good. Not reachable. Range. The range is pretty good. He's not in exactly the best spot. Okay. Okay. So... yeah, these guys are in the open. I didn't have like a super great target with this artillery, so I'm just going to shell these guys that are already disrupted and in the open. Let's just melt their faces off and be done with it. Excellent. We broke them. And I can hit these. Excellent, excellent. This is their engineer. I want to break them or disrupt them. So I'll try to hit this. They're trying to dig in and build a bunker over here. I think the bunker percentage is pretty low on this map, but... alright, next up we are at our... this is from the 50th. And I do have some targets over here. I don't love whaling on bunkers with artillery, but also like these bunkers are giving me a lot of problems, but also this guy's not disrupted. And this guy's digging in right here. So okay. Pour it on. Got the disruption. Next up, this improved position. I really need to move this artillery. I'm realizing. Yeah, actually. This guy has a larger range. Okay, so I was freaking out. I thought that I was not moving my artillery appropriately. Okay. Yay. Okay. Getting towards the end of the artillery. I've got a nice set of targets over here, but you're really far. Hang on. Yeah. Time to pack up. Okay. Here's the field artillery from the New Zealanders. This is good. They're all set up now, I think. That's very good, actually. That came online right in time. Excellent. So here's cavalry. We won't be able to assault through there this turn, but I've got a battalion here ready to rock and roll. So let's see what we can maybe do with some disruption over here. Okay, and if I can get some core artillery, I don't know if I have any left, but I see the recon cars in travel mode. This is part of the L force, so yeah, let's go ahead and move this. What is your range exactly? Not terrible, but okay. Ah, I got you. This recon vehicle in travel mode. Don't do that, kids. Do not leave your vehicles in travel mode in front of an enemy. I am ripping this guy to shreds. I'm going to annihilate this unit. He survived. He's probably got one left because it was less than 10. It was 9 and I killed like at least 8. So somebody in the comments can tell me how many I just killed. Alright. Let's take another look at our artillery. This is all from the 9th Infantry. Alright, so artillery takes a little bit of time, but that was pretty good. And we're going to go ahead and carry on. Excellent. So right now what I'm looking at is how I'm going to tackle this line. And what I want to do is, as I've stated, I'm moving the varsity kind of in this direction and to attack north. And that means that the, let's see, this is going to be, I need to look. Oh, I'm all over the place. I'm in the wrong division. That means that the 39th Infantry Division must be tasked with hooking northeast, because I wanted to I want to take this village here. They've got these recon cars. Oh, well, I have these tank killers. Okay, okay. So we'll put you right here. I'm still so upset about my my headquarters. I don't know, you the viewer, what should I do about this? My broken headquarters. My guys are always going to be out of ammo. I don't know what the right move is there. I got 60 turns left in this scenario with no headquarters for this regiment. Okay. This is unavailable. Okay, let's go ahead and put you in this village. Alright, so to answer my remaining question, I move here. And I might say, yeah, let's do something like this. So I've got the 1st Battalion of the 39th Infantry Regiment, and I'll leave a company behind and support the thrust of the 2nd and 3rd Battalions with this basically understrength battalion. So we're gonna go like this and like that. Alright, perfect. Great. Next up, let's move this infantry, and let me inspect here. I gotta be careful about this. I don't want to lose the high ground. There's this real low ground, but I don't necessarily want to go down into this valley. I want to position myself correctly, and then I want to attack. This ground over here is rough, which means that they can't get any motorized units through it, but I can get infantry through it. I am moving recon to support as well. I've got some core tank destroyers, so I'm going to go ahead and split these up, I think. Let me handle this right quick, and let me get this out of here. So I'm going to take a look at the screen right now in 3D view for a moment, just so that viewer can see a little bit about what's going on. I always find this view so busy and hard to keep track of, but some people like it, and to each their own. And this is a bunker, right? Yeah. Okay, so in that case, I have a bunch of recon. It's enough infantry to support this tank attack. Let's go for it. And get these other tanks in too. Okay. See what we do. Well, I'd call that successful. It didn't do a lot, but there it is. Okay. Now back to my 2D view, which is what I like to move in. Yeah, see this this infantry is going to be forever out of the fight. Low ammo. I need to crest this hill, so that's simple enough. I can spread out a little. Okay. Okay. Good. I'll need the tank destroyers up here too. And the AT gun, and the engineer can proceed. That's good. 47th Infantry, you say? Yes, the 47th Infantry. Very good, we'll proceed. Next up is our 60th Infantry, which has a headquarters. Let me look again at the elevation. Yeah, 3. As long as I can stay on 3 or above. That's what I'm looking for right now. Oh, look at that. So, go. This is broken terrain. I'll be able to move this gun in here. And we'll secure this high ground from this trench. That could be tough, but it didn't bring us here for funsies. I've got a lot of artillery lining up. They'll be set up next turn. And yeah, this battalion still needs to I really need them up north. Put it this way. Okay. I really don't want to move these. Are these considered? Yeah, they're a hard target. I really don't want to move them into range of this this gun here. This is also a hard target. What is their soft attack value? 7. It's awful. I'm like, I don't even know if it's worth it. I think what I'd rather do, yeah, let's do it that way. Okay. I'll take my infantry and move them north. I'll take the supporting tank destroyers, which weren't really going to be very useful in this encounter right here anyways, and send them south. My core unit will go north. That's pretty much it for 9th, right? Yeah. They're undisrupted, so I'll go ahead and take a trench over here if I can. These engineers that I'm looking at, and I'll put this. No, I don't want to do that. I was gonna say I'll put this tank destroyer in this position here, but I don't like that because it's uncovered, so I'll, just for now, I'm gonna go ahead and put them here. Headquarters is fine. Everybody else, good. Now I'm moving on to the American 1st Armored. We've got some of their recon units that I can't get through over here. It's all rough terrain. Yeah, there's a real bottleneck. Okay. So I need to zoom out for a moment here and take a look at the kind of more strategic looking area, because I need to figure out what the next thing is that the American 1st Armored Division is going to be doing. I mean, the obvious route is up this railroad towards Mature. If I can get through fairly far, I mean, doesn't, I think Red Bull has a tank detachment, don't they? Got tank destroyers. Yeah, they've got a tank battalion. Okay. So here's what I'm thinking about. And I will show. Let me zoom out. Okay. So given that Mature is an objective. Chaogi, I'm sure Tabor Ba is also an objective, but like this area here, Jebel Tehent, it's kind of open right now, fine. First Division is taking Tyne River, and what I can do is with the 34th Infantry, Red Bull, take Jebel Tehent through this road, and also if I can get the armored battalion from Red Bull, I can get through here and I can go in either direction. Now I will also mention, I believe I made note of a tank destroyer that was over here, 147.52. Somewhere close by. I wouldn't be surprised if they're waiting on this road in ambush, but I can clear this area with my infantry and form the boundary along this high ground of the Tyne River. So, yeah, and then the idea being that Red Bull takes this, and then the First Armored takes that. First Armored has reliable infantry. I can support with the core recon units. I do have some recon right here, which belongs to Red Bull, which I'll be out of position on, though it's recon. So, I mean, I do want to get some over here. All right. So, feels like a good plan. So what else do I have over here? This is all from the... Okay, so this is the second corps, and this is the first armored. So okay, great. Yeah, let's support the Red Bull with the tank destroyers from the second corps, and then we'll send the tank destroyers from the first armored up the train tracks as well. Tell you what, I don't need any of the recon from Red Bull to move north because I have additional recon coming in from First Armored here momentarily. Let's do that. Handle all of this movement. And that won't get you any farther. There's my light tanks. I kind of want to get these guys together, don't I? Yep. Okay. Yeah, we're basically just moving all of our boyos through. Let's get it done. Now, there is an open question here, and I need to make this an action item, I think. There's a gap that I don't have covered between, it's on the boundary of the, it's going to be on the boundary of the 1st Infantry, or sorry, 1st Armored and the Varsity Division. So I do need to spend at least some effort. What would work really well here, I think, would be an armored half-track recon unit. Let's see, forests. Soft half-track is 44, motorized is 60. So yeah, like if I move a Jeep into a forest, it's going to be 60, but if I move a soft half-track, it's going to be 44. So where's my soft half-track? This is a Jeep. Where's the rest of my recon here? Okay, I've got, okay, great, yeah. So this becomes an action item. I have a notepad over here. I use Microsoft OneNote. I posted the template on the forums, though nobody commented on it. Let's see. We'll make a note over here. 143.40. Use First Armored Division A/81. Oh, and this is a, okay, this is great because these guys are, they can be broken down as well. So I can cover even more ground that way. And that'll work out really well. Recon, troop, break this down. To scout, Chevelle, and Fred. Say to secure boundary of my position. I'm being too wordy. Secure boundary with my division. Break this unit down. Perfect. Okay, so now I've got my action item. Sorry you had to sit there and wait for that, but that's how I keep track of things. That's how I try to, you know, make it an enjoyable experience for myself and for you as well. Let's move the correct tank destroyers into position, and we'll do that. Yeah, we'll advance a little bit cautiously. I don't really super duper need to rush over here. A tank destroyer and a recon unit should be able to handle anything that comes along for one turn. Now this is my, yeah, okay, great. And both of these guys are going to be moving south. It's kind of crappy. There's a stream right over here. There's nowhere to cross it except for just go. And then here's my tank destroyer. Now he has range, but that's hard. Yeah, I'll take the high ground right here. A little risky. What is this, a field? I think I want to move back down into the trench. I was just reading. It's like bunkers don't give. Yeah, trenches give bonus to deployed vehicles, but bunkers do not. Okay, I've got a few minutes left here, so let me see if I can get through this chunk before I move on to the 1st Infantry. Okay. So, well, yeah. This is my most advanced unit in the sector here. Okay, now this AA gun is disrupted. Okay. I was just looking which unit I wanted to assault with. It'll be this. Wait a second. I have to be careful here. Because I'm immediately going to bust the road stacking limit. I mean, that's going to happen either way. Unless I have a plan. Okay. Here's the deal. Let me save my game in case I forget. So what I'm going to try to do right quick is just... No, that's not going to work. I got to assault. Let's go ahead with it. we'll lose some of the road stacking, but we can still make some progress. So let's go. 1 man and 3 vehicles. We'll shoot. Yeah, we didn't get through anyways, but it's a good position. Hmm? Trying to break through this. Holding the road up with 1 AA gun. So it goes. This light tank has pretty high fatigue, higher than my tastes prefer. So don't really have a spot that I can get this infantry in that I like and I'll be able to shoot, so oh well. I'm gonna let these engineers try to recover and as far as you can move, come on. I want to try to hook this recon unit out. And I'm gonna set you up. And you're disrupted. You guys can hang out in this bunker, that's fine. Let's set both of these guns up. No, 1 more, I think. Because that way I can hit this village. And I bet that might be a hot spot. And here is... Actually, these guys have a shorter range. That's interesting. So... yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move them forward. Already moved. Who's next? Let's get these engineers progressing. No, I want to wait for that for a moment. Oh, where is my sister unit here? All the way over there? What am I supposed to do about that? Okay. Let's get you into travel mode. The half tracks do move faster. Cross rugged terrain. Okay, let's just move all this stuff up. Yeah, we won't be able to get all of these through. Bottleneck. Okay, it's fine. Okay. Good. Alright, now I'm just moving all these guys. Okay. I'm making progress. Nearly finished over here. Everything good. Some AT. What is this? This is from Red Bull. Okay. Going over here. That's from First Armored, so I'll put you right up here. And I'll put you right up here. No, not right there. Put you right up here. Okay. Who else in this little group? Yeah, more unavailable artillery. And self-required. You're good. And I'll need you to move. Yeah. Your sister company will be along at some point. And who else? This is the tank destroyer, the division tank destroyer unit from Red Bull. So we will put you here. Maybe we'll get a shot off. Did get a shot off. Fatigue. More AT from Red Bull. Did not get a shot off. This is my Red Bull Tank Battalion, which I've been looking for. Okay, great. So we have messed up their AT gun. This is all Red Bull infantry. This is a real gaggle right here. I don't love this, so 33rd. It's 135th. Okay. I'm just going to put these guys in this bunker for now. I'll put them on the right side of the stream and on the road. Engineers from 1st Infantry, or sorry, 1st Armored. And yeah, I'll leave the... oh, why did I move that? Well, technically, he's not that fatigued. He's just disrupted. And I don't think that... I do not believe that... Fire? No. Having a disrupted unit not move has any bearing on whether or not they recover from disruption. I'd have to check the rulebook. Some grace here. Okay. That's a solid hour, I think, and I'm going to go ahead and call it. That was a lot of fun. I got a good amount through Second Corps. I've got one division left there, and then I'll be moving on to the 8th Army. No, 1st Army. So that's it for now. I'll be playing again more soon. I thank you very much for watching as always, and I'll look forward to the next installment.